This is America.
So apparently these are supposedly the chief employees of the Southern Poverty Law Center, which was just busted for funding the KKK, the American Nazi Party, the Unite the Right. All of the white supremacist supposed organizations were being funded by an organization made of black people. So just to make it clear, an organization in part founded by Jews, run by blacks, are funding white supremacist organizations because there's not enough actual racism from white people, which threatens their ability to collect on welfare, social programs, get funding from the government, make millions, basically. So yeah, I hope this dispels white guilt, because white guilt is pretty much what these people use to rob you blind of your taxes. If anyone is a slave in the big 2026, it is the white working man.
You're watching the King Churro Chronicles. If you're offended by anything on this channel, oh well, move along.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
If you're vibing with it, help me get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours.
Smash that subscribe button to keep the videos rolling, and let's make it happen.
Appreciate you big time.
Meet the woman that sold and owned over 400,000 slaves in total. Meet Ifrunroy Tinubu. Not only did she own 360 of her own personal slaves, but was also a powerful aristocrat thanks to her being one of the largest intermediaries between Africans and the European slave trade. She served European, Brazilian, and Portuguese traders, providing thousands of African slaves, palm oil, and firearms in exchange for her eminent wealth. When the slave trade was abolished, she continued to trade African people to Europeans, which eventually led to her exile. Queen Nzinga, while she is commonly revered as the queen who saved her kingdom from the colonizers, that did not come without her selling over 200,000 captives to them to do so. This was all an effort to resist Portuguese influence. That is what she is revered for, despite her heavily contributing to the slave trade. Meet the Naras and Donas, the elite female slave traders and entrepreneurs in West and Central Africa. Through alliances and marriages with European traders, they consolidated wealth and influence, shaping local economies. Some owned ships, plantations, or urban properties and financed expeditions. They were highly respected in the field of selling slaves because it was a field, a profitable one. This is not an attempt to minimize the obvious and disgusting treatment slaves received when they got to the States. This is a real look into what slavery was. It was not a race-fueled capture of black people. They were handed to them, sold to them, and their money made these African women rich, respected, and admired to this day.
Juneteenth, a history lesson the left won't tell you. Before the left decides to create its own definition of Juneteenth, let me give you a history lesson. Juneteenth commemorates the day enslaved Black Americans in Texas finally learned that Abraham Lincoln, the first Republican president, had signed the Emancipation Proclamation more than 2 years earlier, ending their legal bondage. The Republican Party was founded in 1854 on opposition to the expansion of slavery. After the Civil War freed Black Americans, overwhelmingly aligned with Republicans, and in 1867, roughly 150 Black men gathered in Houston to establish the Republican Party of Texas. Meanwhile, the Ku Klux Klan emerged as a violent resistance movement led by former Confederates and Democrats who opposed Reconstruction and the political advancement of Black Americans. Today, plenty of politicians talk endlessly about helping Black communities while presiding over failing schools, broken families, crime, and dependency. Promises, subsidies, slogans, rarely ownership, rarely entrepreneurship, rarely real independence. Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom. It's a reminder that the party founded to oppose slavery ultimately led the fight to abolish it. And only a flamingly incompetent fool would try to give the party of the donkey credit for ending an institution that many of its own leaders spent decades defending. I'm Diesel Greasel, and I'm paying attention, just like you. Happy Juneteenth.
All right, London. So in honor of Juneteenth, we practicing our right to be able to read. Go ahead and read me that paragraph.
Okay, so the Kaluna received a subpoena after a particular receiver with his liaison.
Period. All right, in honor of Juneteenth, we practicing our right to be able to read. Go ahead, cuz read me the paragraph. All right, in honor of Juneteenth, we practicing our right to be able to read. We practicing our right to be able to read. Go ahead and read me that paragraph, Sean.
All right. The colony received a. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, in honor of Juneteenth, we practicing our right to be able to read. Go ahead and read me that paragraph, Nick.
The colonial received a subpoena after a peculiar, is it rendezvous with his liaison?
Period. Let's go, Nick. All right. In honor of Juneteenth, we practicing our right to be able to read. I need you to read me this paragraph. Go ahead and read it to me.
All right. The colonel received a subpoena after a peninsular Why would you do that? Rendezvous with his liaison.
Period. Let's go. Nobody in the front could read it.
All right, look. So historically speaking, right? Historically speaking, y'all might be descendants of slaves, right? Just like I might be a descendant of the Filipinos who were brought here by the Spanish in 1587. The first recorded slaves were brought from Africa in 1619. The first recorded Filipinos were brought here by the Spanish here in California in 1587. That's 32 years prior to the African slaves. But let's bring it back to this because, we're celebrating Juneteenth. Well, we celebrated Juneteenth. The celebration of Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom and your ability to read. So I will read the same exact sentence that these folks were reading. The colonel received a subpoena after a peculiar rendezvous with his liaison. Again, I might be descendants of the slaves that were brought here by the Spanish, just like you were probably descendants of the slaves brought here from Africa. Same sentence. Same sentence, different outcome. Same education system, different outcome.
Oh, freedom.
Look, depicting historical events is one thing. That's appreciation for your history. But at the end of the day, y'all would never know how it was like to be a slave. You can depict all you want. Just be happy that you're free. And be happy that you're able to learn some shit and get an education and, again, be free. God forbid you guys are ever slaves again. But if you were to be, about 80% of y'all would be dead. Because you'd be useless.
I've listened to it. Just...
It's your boy King Chiro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day because tomorrow is never promised. Peace out, y'all.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left. Up or down? Right or wrong? At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves. Set the goals. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
Who was born in America? Who went to P. Diddy freak-offs? Who hates white people the most? Who gives better head? Who has STD? Who drowned the chef? Who hates America? Who has a bigger penis?